All right, KPI vlog, going to talk about the interaction of our three metrics I presented in our Metrics Monday. We got attack angle, we got early connection, we got point of contact. So we're going into and starting with early connection. Remember, that is the position of the barrel at launch relative to my spine. 90 degrees is the middle, plus or minus 10 to 15 degrees in either direction. The reason this is important is that plus or minus 10 to 15 degrees in either direction allows us to cover the entire zone north and south. If your early connection is low, you are going to struggle with pitches low in the zone. It sounds weird, but you're going to have likely a flatter bat path. You're going to have a very low attack angle. You're going to hit the high pitch pretty well, but going from here and then going to the low pitch just isn't going to work out well for you. Our athletes who have a high early connection, that's going to be the athlete that gets right at launch, their barrel is very vertical. They're going to do a good job of getting to that low pitch. They're going to likely have a very high attack angle, and that is actually the more common one that we see in the facility. Low early connections, not quite as common at KPI. The high early connection is common, and this is both on the baseball and the softball side. We have some reasons as to why that could be happening. I think it lends to you're dropping your barrel, that's bad, so don't do it, so I'm going to have my barrel really upright. I think the other is most pitchers, especially at the youth levels, are trained to throw low in the zone. You got to be down the zone, low and away, low and away, low and away. If you're an athlete that's pretty good at hitting and you can hit the ball really hard, you likely aren't going to see anything up in the zone or down the middle or in. So that low and away pitch, if you organize your body and barrel into a position that allows you to cheat to there, you can have some success. So the problem with that is if that becomes a habit over long term, once you get to the high school level, especially the college level, and now we're seeing at the professional level, throwing up in the zone is more common. Whether that's a rise ball in softball or that's your four-seam fastball that has got some run and some ride, seeing that up in the zone. So choosing and making sure that you are adopting a swing that's going to allow you to cover the entire zone is super important. So kind of connected it already. If we got that low early connection, we're probably going to have a very flat attack angle or maybe a negative attack angle. When we have our high early connection, we're going to have a very positive attack angle, high attack angle. And both of these, again, we have that sweet spot. If we're outside of those sweet spots, we're going to have common errors. Again, this is likely going to be the athlete that hits a lot of ground balls, or if they get underneath it, they're going to hit a lot of like soft fly balls, pop-ups to the infield. Our athlete who has the high early connection, they're likely not going to ground out very often, but they're going to pop up more often than not. And then obviously the point of contact north and south in the zone, that's going to be affected with this metric. So it's not as simple when we're just looking at a swing and saying, oh, here, this one thing is what you're doing wrong. We need to connect it to tech. We need to connect it to the movements that they're adopting. We need to understand the context of why they're swinging the way they're swinging. And then we have to figure out, okay, what's truly the problem here? How do we fix it? And then again, use our technology to make sure that our drills and what we're building out for them is helping their swings on the field.